Hey everybody, JCamman99 here, and it's once again time for Vice Presidents playing football. We are going to do another Vice Presidents versus people who have conceded the presidency game. Now you're probably wondering, well wait a minute, the last time I put up one of these videos it was this exact same matchup. Why are we not doing a presidential matchup versus some random NFL team? And the reason for that is because Donald Trump became president. So I had to make a decision. Do I want to do like 2 Grover Clevelands, 2 Donald Trumps? And the answer is no. And Donald Trump is already on the presidential team. You can go check out the video where I do presidents playing football to see Donald Trump playing football if you like. So since the election, we have had a couple different things happen to both of these teams. JD Vance is now on the vice president's team, and Kamala Harris is actually now on the Conceders team. So she is one of those rare people who are on both teams, kind of like Al Gore, Hubert, Humphrey, John C. Breckinridge, etc. Alright, so here we go. Let's check out. Al Gore's another big one. He's a huge player on both teams. Alright, let's check out this matchup. Normally I let the computer just simulate the entire game, but what I'm going to do is let the computer simulate the first and fourth quarters, and I will play with the 2 teams based on what happens. First thing we're going to do is set up. We have this tradition where whoever's currently the vice president or whoever was the last person to run for president gets to be the punt returner. So in this case we are going to make JD Vance the punt returner. And on the Conceders team we will make Kamala Harris the punt returner on the Conceders team. Okay, and the other thing I want to do is I just want to show you how the teams have changed. So this is the Conceders team, and like I said, the only change is that Kamala has been added. So where did I put Kamala? I put Kamala, in this case, as a defensive back. I know on the vice president's team she is a linebacker, but on this team she is going to be a defensive back, specifically a safety. And Romney gets demoted because what I did was I took a look a little bit closer at the percentages, not so much the electoral count, but the percentages of where they were. And yeah, James Blaine was like basically just needed another state, and Romney significantly lost to Obama. So there you go. Alright, so like what did I do with JD Vance? Well, I made him a tight end. So on the vice president's team, there has not a second tight end. So I thought that was the perfect position. There's not a lot of positions. Well, I mean, actually, there's tons of backup positions available for the vice president's team. So, but like having a second tight end is important. Normally what used to happen is the game would just flex a receiver over to tight end. So now there's 2 tight ends. So there you go. Alright, so the first game will be, or the first quarter will be the computer. Alright, we got Samuel Tilden kicking off. And that's caught by Barkley, who was the vice president for Truman. And I did not see who got the tackle there.
They want to score early and decisively and get the crowd really worked up.
Alrighty, so let's see what Cheney's going to do here with a 1st and 10. I love it when it's tied because then it could be run or pass. The computer's pretty bad about just running it when the one team's in the lead. Okay, it goes to Hopkins, vice president for James Monroe. Now, what I've learned about him since I've done this last recording is that he had alcoholic issues. Like, if you look it up, like, oh man, dude had problems with a bottle. All right. So 2nd and 5 here. Let's see what they do. Another pass maybe, or is it going to go to Gore in the running back position? No, another pass. Cheney throws it to... Oh, it's dropped by Nelson Rockefeller, vice president, to Gerald Ford. I'm not sure he has ever had his number called in this game. I think that's the first time. And he dropped it. And there goes Al Gore, and oh man, Al Gore does really well. Tackled by Humphrey there.
Didn't have to fight very hard to get the first down there. It was a good, clean run.
All right, let's see here. Okay. Al Gore.
He's up a lot of ground on the first down. It's all about getting that yardage.
He's put this offense in very good position. They've got 2 downs to travel a very
All right, 2nd and 1 here. It looks like, yeah, they're mixing it. Now they're going to the running game. Like it's actually a pretty smart offense there by the VPs. And a pass. Oh my God, we are seeing a variety here. That was Aaron Burr, of course, the vice president to Thomas Jefferson, who shot Alexander Hamilton. The man has some history. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Oh, it looks like it was, yeah. Let's see who did it. 44. 94. Oh, Alton Parker, the man who ran against Theodore Roosevelt in 1904 with the penalty. That was a good little crowd reaction there. All right, let's see what we got here now on this 1st and 5. And Cheney throws it to, oh my God, Aaron Burr again. What is going on? We are having some really good, I would say rare vice presidential moments here with Nelson Rockefeller, now Aaron Burr with 2 catches. What's going on? The reason the Aaron Burr is even getting catches is because Joe Biden became president, so he was taken off the wide receivers team. All right, so there goes Al Gore, and he gets tackled by Kamala, I think. So Kamala's first appearance. Like, well, not appearance, but play of the game, I should say. All right, now we got Al Gore running and tackled by Kamala again. Kamala with a tackle. All right, 1st and 10, and then... Oh, good catch by Al Gore. It looked like it went through his body, and we will see if they can score before I take over. All right, 1st and 9, basically. Cheney takes the pass, goes back to Al Gore. Oh, Kamala misses the tackle, but Hubert Humphrey's there to get it. 3rd and 2. It's going to be a very interesting decision here for the... Let's see. All right, Cheney. Cheney throws it out of bounds. Yeah, that pass did not look good, which means it's the computer, so they're going to go for a field goal here. But I got to tell you, that was a very earned field goal. And if you recall from the last time we did this, spoiler alert, and I guess something you should know if you have not seen the last video I did, the game tied. It went to overtime with 0 points. So it could... The fact that there's going to be points here is pretty impressive. So here's John C. Calhoun, the vice president for both. Oh my God. He missed it. He missed it. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, okay, well, we'll see. I don't know. This isn't good, guys. Okay. So John C. Calhoun was the vice president for Andrew Jackson and John Quincy Adams. So he got it 2 times. Okay. All right. So now the Conceders have the ball. That was a handoff to Henry Clay. Now the Conceders really like handing it off to Henry Clay. So let's see if the Conceders get a little creative here and decide that they want to pass it. Now in the second quarter, I'm going to take over and I'm going to start with the Conceders. Oh! Sack! And it was William Wheeler, the vice president for Rutherford B. Hayes. And yeah, he just didn't. Hillary missed the block, but honestly, I mean, I think Dukakis should have been blocking him before Hillary had to come in. All right, so it's 3rd and 13, and again, I'm taking over soon here. So let's see if the Conceders can do anything on this shot. Now they handed it to Clay, and yeah, I did not see who made the tackle. All right, so yeah, it looks like it's gonna go to the. It's gonna go here to the end of the first quarter. All right. So now I will take over for the Conceders for the second quarter, vice presidents for the third quarter, and I am forced to punt because. But yeah, check it out. You can see Goldwater, Crawford, Scott. Crawford was one of the people who ran in 1824. Scott ran against Zachary Taylor. George Wallace ran in the 60s. Breckinridge also ran in the 1860s. So yeah, a lot of people ran multiple. So these are a lot of people who ran in multiple party elections there as the special teams. And pretty bad punt by me. Here comes JD. Let's see if he can do something here. And gets tackled, and Barry Goldwater tackles JD Vance there. All right, let's see here. Yep, they're just going to run Gore, more than likely. So see, we got Kerry, Strom Thurmond, James Blaine, Kamala Harris, Mitt Romney, and Hubert Humphrey as the dime package there. Oh boy, maybe not. Oh, McCain did a good job there in the middle, tackling Al Gore. And this looks like it's going to be one of those runs. So I'm already getting back here in preparation of the run. No. Okay. Ooh, another tackle by John McCain. All right. So we were able to stop the VPs, and now we're getting ready for the return. Now, there's Kamala. She's going to be the returner. And see, look at that. Even on the vice president's team, Al Gore has to come out for special teams. Now, Kamala's going to let it go. Oh, no. Bad decision. Oh, horrible decision. That should have gone in the end zone, and it did not. Oh, no. I controlled Kamala there, so that was a bad decision by me. So we just need to get out of the end zone here. So I don't know if I've ever been backed up like this in the end zone. Let's see. No safety, please. Okay. No, Henry Clay gets a first down. Okay. Okay. So we are going to. So we got Thomas Dewey, Adlai Stevenson, Al Gore. Thomas Dewey was the. He ran against FDR. Adlai Stevenson ran against Ike, and then Al Gore ran against George W. Bush. And they had a lot of electoral votes. They barely lost. That's why they are all here. Well, actually, Adlai Stevenson lost by a lot, but he ran twice. So anybody who ran twice get some privilege here on this team. So it's either, so yeah, if you're seeing these players more, it's one of two things. It's either they barely lost or they ran multiple times. So for instance, William Jennings Bryan is the quarterback. He ran 3 times and lost 3 times. I mean, oh my goodness. Like, once was enough, right? And that's why he gets the pleasure of being the quarterback. Okay. Try to get that Stevenson here. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, bad pass by me. Alright, so double formation. I'm going to depend on Barry Goldwater here, the 4th receiver, who lost to LBJ in 1964. See if he can do it. Okay, and he should. There. Barry Goldwater with the catch. Alright, we're going to run it forward with Henry Clay here. Again, Henry Clay ran multiple times, lost lots of times. He famously lost to James K. Polk. He lost against John Quincy Adams and Andrew Jackson. And his number's 32, so he also ran in 1832. Oh, Adlai Stevenson! Now again, Adlai Stevenson, he ran against Ike Eisenhower twice in the 50s, and he lost both times. And I think the one time he wasn't even really expected to run. He just sort of like, the convention basically said, here you go. Little side step there. Quayle missed the tackle, and Adlai Stevenson gets it. Alright, we're going to do a little run here with Hillary Clinton. Let's see how she does. Ooh, Hillary got taken down pretty quick there. Alright. Let's whoa, whoops, I did not mean to pick the play I picked. It's going to be a pass to Dewey. I was trying to go quarterback draw, but I missed it. Oh. So, I want to do that QB draw. I don't like the matchup, actually. I'm going to switch it to ISO. Oh, goodness. That was rough. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try. Oh. You know, I'm going to run it again. Because I need the first down. I was going to throw it to Pinckney, but I don't trust it. So, I'm going to run up the middle. Oh, okay. Oh, I got this touchdown. Henry Clay. Yeah, look at that. Pretty good run there by Henry Clay. Slash me. Samuel Tilden's going to line up for the field goal here. Now, oh my goodness, John C. Calhoun missed the field goal by a lot here, so we're going to check it out and see if we can... Oh my god, what am I doing? Hold on. There we go. That almost was bad. So Samuel Tilden makes the extra point, and remember he lost to Hayes by a lot. All right. Now let's see. We're gonna kick it over to Barkley again. See how we do. Barkley's pretty slow, so actually pretty good. And it was George Wallace with the tackle. Okay. So we're back on defense. Now, the VPs will more than likely pass because they're down. But let's see. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yep, they're going to pass. And the ref just ran through a player. Okay. So now since we know they're going to pass, we will just basically play pre-ben here. But they got 4 wide, so we'll see what they do. Oh! Nelson Rockefeller with another drop. He is not a good receiver. And that's because he was barely vice president. He only became vice president based on the 25th Amendment. No one even voted for him. So, yeah. Maybe he shouldn't be catching passes. I don't know. Oh, pretty good throw and catch there to John Gardner, the VP for FDR for two terms. Another throw to Gardner. Right, we're going to do a blitz by John McCain here. He's going to try to rev up the crowd. Even though oh, that was iffy. Everyone sort of messed up there.
Big trouble on that one, Dan. Tossing it away looked like the smart choice to me.
Yeah, I definitely think they would have popped him for the sack otherwise.
All right. Let's go with another blitz. 3rd and 4. Let's disrupt Cheney's ability to throw it here. Oh, no, the blitz did nothing. And Aaron Burr with another catch. Timeout by the vice presidents. We'll go with a dime odd formation. Dime, but 2 linebackers. James Cox ran against Warren G. Harding. Sits out. And Al Gore gets the catch there. Let's go with a nickel rubber formation. Wallace goes out. Romney comes in. Oh, and a great sack there. And we don't see who it is, I'm sorry. Because they are in hurry-up formation. And, oh, just a horrible pass there by Dick Cheney.
Very close to a first down, but close is all they got.
Yep, so close and so far away.
Okay, so, which means well, no, I don't have to take a timeout because it's out, so. Alright, and then up. Looks like no one's going to return this. You saw George McGovern there. I should have held on the shot a little bit longer. Okay, so let's do this again. We're going to do some offense here. William Jennings Bryan. He's going to try to throw it to Adlai Stevenson. And no, it was blocked by Charles Curtis, the vice president for Herbert Hoover. I don't really want to go with a Hillary pass here. So I'm going to try to throw it over to Pinckney. Oh. Not really what I wanted. Oh, yeah, not good. Oh, shoot. Ooh, okay.
You know, he's got to be feeling pretty low for not making that catch.
Yeah, you missed too many.
I'm gonna go to Goldwater again. I'm gonna give it a shot. No, I'm gonna go to Stevenson. Okay. And out of bounds. Alright. And for some reason the game wants me to run, but we are in hurry up formation because we're trying to get another score. So we're going to try to go Dewey on the left here. Oh no. Bad. Timeout. No. I got time. I'm not going to go for a field goal yet. We are running out of stretch play. Let's see if I can do Stevenson by the corner. I will probably have to kick the field goal. Oh no. Oh. Alright, I got 6 seconds. Alright, let's check this replay out. So there goes William Jennings Bryan. He gets around the sack attempt from Fairbanks, and Barkley, Curtis misses the block, and then Stevenson goes out of bounds. So, let's see now. I know I was going to say field goal, but I think I have just enough time to throw one more pass. But it's going to be quick. It's going to be a quick one to Dewey, and if he misses it, then I'm going to kick the field goal. It's going to be fast. I'm going to see if we can get past Dan Quayle here. Alright, here we go. And boom! Nope, field goal. Dan Quayle was ready for that one. So we will go with the field goal with Samuel Tilden. Alrighty. And at the end of the half, the Conceders are winning 10-0. So we will now switch over to the vice presidents. See, to make it even at least. So let's check it out. The vice presidents still have more first downs. And they've had the ball a lot longer than the Conceders have. So that is interesting. But because the vice presidents got it first, the Conceders get it. So that was actually pretty insane there. That, like, a situation where the Conceders get the ball, like, very classic NFL situation where you get those points and then you still get the ball after you score the points. James Blaine from Maine downs it in the end zone, and then we are good to go here. Now this time, it's probably going to be all Henry Clay all the time here, so let's see if the vice president's going to actually stop him. Okay, so there's one stop. Charles Hawes, the vice president for Calvin Coolidge. Going off the line. Gotta hope that I can get around Dukakis' block here. Nope, he blocked me. And Hillary goes through the tackle, but she's taken down before she can get to the first down. Alright, let's go goal line. And this is an iffy one. I know they're gonna run. Let's see if we can stop them. And they can! Henry Clay gets taken down. I did not see who did the tackle. I apologize for that. We got Barkley, Dawes, Curtis, Humphrey, Mondale, and JD Vance. Pretty short punt, so JD gets the ball, and JD is running. JD's going pretty far. He's running through the refs, and he is actually not a bad return. All right. Now I'm gonna try to throw it to Rockefeller here, but we're gonna give him a really light throw because I don't. Oh, I'm done with Nelson Rockefeller. He cannot catch. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, all these plays are designed for Nelson Rockefeller. This pass is designed for Gore, but I'm going to actually throw it to Aaron Burr. Ugh, okay. Tackled by Kamala Harris. Alright, now we're going to do a little out over to Al Gore. And then Al Gore's just going to run for it. Oh, John Kerry got him. Not a very good play there. Ooh. I'm going to try Thomas Marshall in the middle of the screen here. Oh, he got held up by a lot of traffic there and was unable to get the catch, but not interference. We do not want to go for a field goal. A field goal is almost not an option. I'm too far away to try a run. This is probably not a good idea. We're going to go over to Gardner, and we're going to hope he has enough space to get the first. Oh! John Gardner with the drop. Oh, man. He had it. There was room. He felt the pressure. That's why he decided to run against FDR as opposed to just being vice president. All right. Then we're going to go with the field goal, and yeah, we're going to put some points on the board, but it's kind of disappointing I was not able to catch up there. John C. Calhoun makes it, but now we're going to have to hope that alright, let's see, what should we do? We should probably just go deep. So a lot of recent politicians are on this team. We got Kamala, Mike Pence, and JD Vance are all on the kick return team here, or the kickoff team, I should say. But it looks like Hannibal Hamlin had the tackle. The vice president for Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, so the vice president for Abraham Lincoln doesn't get talked a lot about in this game. You'd think he would, but he doesn't. He's the right guard. Oh! And pretty good tackle by me. Or not me. Was it me? I guess it wasn't me. I thought it was me. Anyway. Now, the game wants me to do a field goal block. That is... no. Got Henry Wallace there, the VP for FDR. I can see FDR just... He had so many he had 3 vice presidents because he had 4 terms. And, oh, horrible. Henry Clay gets the first down. Alright, we're going to blitz with Henry Wallace here. And Fairbanks was able to take him down, and Fairbanks was the VP for Theodore Roosevelt. I think I said that already today. Alright, looks like Henry Clay gets a playoff, so let's see if Hillary gets the ball here. More than likely, yep, there's Hillary. No! Hillary gets the first down. Alright, since they're not passing, so I might as well bring in the corners. And that did nothing, they just ran the other way. But they had a loss. So, alright, look at that. Al Gore and Henry Clay. Henry Clay is doing a lot more running. Because they are ahead. Okay, I'm gonna pull Barkley off of Dewey because I'm gonna rev up the crowd a little. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay. My bad. That was penalty. Yeah, my bad. Whoopsies. Yeah. I know. I mistimed it because it went up over the line when I didn't think it was going to. All right. You know what? Let's go Mike Pence. Alright, then Barkley was able to make the tackle there. And again, we're at the end of the third, we're going back to computer. So this should probably be my last play with the VPs, and then we'll let the computer take over and make the call. Oh no! Oh, I think I see where this game's going, guys. I'm pretty sure the Conceders are going to win, but we will allow the computer to make the decision from here. And let me know in the comments if you like that format, or if you just want me to do the computer from now on, or play the whole time. Let me know. Alright, Henry Clay, he runs it, and he is taken down by, looked like Mondale. Yeah. Alright, so they're gonna slow it up as much as they can here, because they have the lead. Alrighty, so second and 4, and then they hand it off to Hillary, but she gets stopped pretty quickly. So wasn't able to make much of a difference there. But my guess is they're probably going to convert here because they keep converting. So let's see if the vice presidents can stop the Conceders. Oh, they can. Yeah, by a lot, actually. A whole group, but William Weaver there. Or William Wheeler. Sorry. There's Dukakis after he failed the block. And looks like we're going to get a punt here. Here comes the punt. Yep. Charles Hughes, judge, 1916 election. Nearly beat Woodrow Wilson, but did not. Very close election. Okay. So, JD signals for the fair catch. And, oh, no. Walter Mondale. I don't know where JD was. I guess he was not paying attention. Okay. And they are very far. Whoa! They are far back. Well, remember earlier in this game, I, as Kamala, did not. I tried to let it go in the end zone, and it didn't. So, ooh, good block there by John McCain. Now we're going to see some passing here from the vice presidents. The question is, will they actually be able to make any of these catches? Now, obviously, if they throw it to Nelson Rockefeller, he's not going to make a catch. So, because I gave him the easiest opportunity when I had the vice presidents, and they did not do it. So as long as they don't throw it to Nelson Rockefeller. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. So that was the Tompkins, but he dropped it. So Daniel Tompkins, vice president for the for James Monroe for 8 years. One of the longest standing VPs in the country during the era of good feelings. Except I don't think he was having a good time. All right. So here we go. Oh, wow. Double blitz. But let's see if Al Gore can. No. Oh, no. Al Gore can't get there. So it's going to go back to the Conceders. It sounds like I'm just rooting for whoever's not winning. Like, I want to see a close game. All right. So George Clinton is the punter here. Of course, is the vice president for both Thomas Jefferson and James Madison. And Kamala gets the reception. Wow, Kamala went pretty far there. She had a pretty good return. And that's new to this game. That's the first time we've seen her because she's the last person to run for president and lose. So she is now the returner, so we get to see that. I think it was still Hillary the last time we did this because we had to go back that far. And speaking of Hillary, there she is, and she's taken down by Charles Dawes. And the clock continues to run. Pinckney's running. And, oh, Henry Clay with an amazing run there, over 100 yards there. Averages 5 yards a run, he even has a touchdown, which is the one I did, so. Alright, 2-minute warning. They got the first down. I mean, this is pretty much it, guys, but we'll see. That goes to Henry Clay, and oh, I thought he was gonna get the first, but it looks like Wallace took him down. All right, and then Henry Clay gets the first. Yep, he just needs a few yards, and he gets it. Yeah, second time out, so I don't know if they're gonna start kneeling it already or what's gonna happen here. Now, if I wanted to make this exciting, I would take over, but I promised I wouldn't do that. I would pick the first and the second and the third. I really didn't want to be the person who decided the game. So, all right. So then Henry Clay, last time out. Yeah. So I think they're gonna keep running until they get the next first, and if they get another first, then they'll call it. Oh, and another. I mean, this wouldn't have made a difference, but remember, John C. Calhoun missed a field goal earlier, which. On the first drive, remember, like, that first drive, the vice presidents, they went down, they were doing well, just like the Conceders doing right now, but then they missed the kick. It was like a huge, like, they would have scored the touchdown. This game's totally different. I'm sorry, I didn't see who made the tackle. Okay. So 3rd and 9, they're going to let the clock go. And they're pretty much going to go down. I think what's going to happen is, if they don't make they will actually go for the field goal. I don't think they'll take the knee. Which, I mean, for entertainment purposes is nice. If this game's going to end on a missed field goal, because these guys cannot kick. Because they are old. They're both from this 19th century. All right. So, let's see here. William Jennings Bryan. Oh, it looks like he's gonna. Oh no, he handed it off to Hillary, but Hillary gets. Oh, look at that! Adlai Stevenson, player of the game for the Conceders. So, and admittedly, that was based on all the passing I did with them. Because I'll be honest with you guys, before I recorded this, I did another game, just me playing, and Adlai Stevenson was the player that came in that game too. So. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Now, if they miss the kick, the VPs are going to have like a very interesting opportunity. But if they make the kick, which I'd actually like to see happen. Yeah, he made it. Oh, I thought, oh. That's it. That's the game. Now, the reason I said I wanted them to make it was because I wanted to see the computer actually make the points. So, like, they got the credit for it. So, good kick by Tilden. And that's it. That's pretty much it for the VPs here. They can't obviously score 10 points in 9 seconds, but we will see what they do here. And Penn should have needed it, but he did not. Instead, he gets taken down by By White. All right, last play of the game here. Oh, and not last play. Pretty big hit though on Cheney. I'm not sure who got him, but Cheney's gonna have one more chance here. All right, 1 second to get 10 points. Let's see. Oh, it's what? Number 36. I'm not sure who that is. I think that's either Cox or Davis. Davis ran in 1924. Cox ran in 1920. And Cheney throws it to, it looked like Aaron Burr, but it does not matter because the game is over. I would have loved it if Nelson Rockefeller got a catch, but I don't think he did. Oh, you know, it could have been Tompkins too. It was one number. I didn't see who it was. We are going to watch the replay of that last play. All right, so let's do that. We're going to watch the replay because I want to know who got that. So, and he jumps up, he throws it, and it goes to Tompkins. It was Tompkins. Alright, so before I let you guys go, since we have a definite winner, we'll take a look at the team stats. We'll just go here. So yeah, I mean, Conceders basically dominated this game all the way around. The VPs did have first downs for a while, but now, like, not so much towards the end. Alright, so let's take a look at how the VPs did, though. Cheney, only 52% passing. Al Gore had 44 yards rushing. That's it. Receiving. Al Gore had the most receptions. Aaron Burr with 49, I think, with the longest one. And then Tompkins had a couple, and Gardner. And Thomas Marshall didn't have any. The second receiver. That's crazy. Okay. And you'll notice that JD Vance did not have any receiving or rushing, even though he's on offense. Okay. So Doss had 5 tackles, so you can see the leaders there. Kicking, John C. Calhoun, he missed that one. He got the other one. George Clinton had some punts. And then here we go, our modern day VPs. We got JD Vance returning the punts and Mike Pence returning the kicks. So there you go there. Let's see, special team. I already did that. And there was no other injuries, so that was the vice presidents. Now let's check out 5 for 10. Only 5 for 10. That's crazy. That's so much rushing. Yeah, Henry Clay with 122 or 112 yards. Hillary didn't have the greatest of games. Yeah, did that already. Yeah, there you go. Adlai Stevenson, 78. Now it's really surprising that Henry Clay didn't get it. He had more yards. I don't know. That's a very interesting choice. I would have picked Henry Clay for the player of the game. Adlai Stevenson had 78 passing yards. Dewey and Goldwater only had 1 each. Hubert, Humphrey, and followed by Kamala had the most tackles. And Hugh White was the guy with the last tackle. Hugh White was a Whig that ran in the 1836 election. Okay, let's see. Samuel Tilden, Charles Hughes, and then Kamala had that one, had that pretty decent, yeah, 17 yards. And then George Wallace also had a 17-yarder, and then no injuries. All right, guys, so that concludes Vice Presidents Playing Football. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel once you leave the page so you can come back and see how the teams change after the next presidential election, which should be a while from now. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and take care.